See if this works. Finally. All right. All right. As you come in, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. All right. And finally, we got the picture we supposed to have in first begin. Amazingly enough. Okay. Amazingly enough, it's still not exactly what I wanted, but we'll make it work. Hope everyone's doing well. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. All right. Today's show is actually supposed to take place, is actually going to be regarding um, what we're taught that police are allowed to do versus the law or reality of what they're allowed to do. And it's going through procedures. All right. And I'm going to give a couple more minutes for people to come in because I think we had a lot more people than 8 before I shut off just a few minutes ago. What's up, eyes can't trespass? And this episode is brought to us by Inner Beauty. And yes, 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 Inner Beauty. And for those, I will be having my daily podcast come on probably about an hour or two after we finish up. So, and don't forget, hit the like button. And for everyone that just getting in, what's up, what's up? Share, like, let's get it going, let's get it going. And if you have anything that you want to discuss, present. What's up, Al? Outhouse Mouse. Gonna give it about another 10 seconds. And today, other than Inner Beauty, we have no sponsors of the show. So it is what it is. Okay, today we're going to deal with the perception of what police officers are allowed to do versus the law and what they are actually allowed to do. And the reason why I decided to do this show was because, if you saw my last video, there were a lot of people that had a misconception of the idea of an illegal stop. And I had a couple other people that were in my comments on a few other videos. They were like, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. But nobody actually came up with anything to show what was quote unquote correct. So, Supreme Court wins again. And the one thing that I think stands out to us whenever we're dealing with police officers, because we're always taught from little kids that police officers are authority figures. Well, here's the problem with that. Police officers are public servants. And the word servant means one that serves. And if they are a public servant, they serve the public. Their fiduciary duty is actually to work towards the benefit of the public. So that simply means that they are servants of the public. So the public is actually the authoritarian in a situation with police officers. And the only time they have authority is when there is an actual crime, which again, sure be color, and also corpus delicti. When there's an injured party, because we have the right to confront our accusers. So there has to be an injury that requires some type of redress. And they have to have an injured party and has to have a complaint, which is also where the probable cause of any issue would arise from. So just understanding that police officers do not have authority until there is an actual crime or a complaining witness that demonstrates damage or injury. That damage can be to one's person or property, such as domestic violence. And that's one of the things that I love because you're taught that in kindergarten. Keep your hands to yourself. So you keep it as simple as a kindergarten. Keep your hands to yourself. You'll be all right. And that way, anytime you have an encounter, you understand, don't touch me, I won't touch you, and we can keep it pushing. All right. The second part of that is police don't have to tell you why they have stopped you or contacted you. The problem with that is the only time that is true is when there is a consensual contact. And that means that you've invited the contact itself. Because even in the Georgia Constitution, it reads in Article 3, Section 2, Chapter 1, 321, all public servants are amenable at all times to the public. Amenable means easy to, or easily open to suggestion, easily open to articulation, which is why when you see something such as Terryville, Ohio, and it's written, there must be articulation before they can search you. There must be articulation before they can ask for your ID. There must be articulation anytime that they are questioning you in regards to even an investigation, which cannot exceed 19 minutes and 59 seconds because 20 minutes is too long when there is no crime. USV Sharp. And to understand that the word must is something that you can't really change the definition of, because that means there is no choice when there is a must of something. All right, the third one is you have to follow the commands of a police officer. Now, the easy part of that is, again, during a crime. Because during the investigation, you are not obligated to offer any form of an alibi. And the easy part of that is because you have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That was also illustrated in Florida v. Royer. You don't have, if you did not call the police or you did not invite them to you to have a conversation, if you are not the one consenting to the engagement and you are not the party to an actual crime, you do not have to listen or even follow the commands of a police officer. Because even during a command, there can be what they call a show of authority stop, because they cannot command you to do anything without a crime. And that is actually Florida v. Bostic. Had to look down at my notes real quick. So anytime they're telling you, get over here, sit down, get over there, I need you back here, you if you listen to how they phrase it in the form of a question in many cases, or they'll retract it once you catch on to what they've said. Because that was also why I did the video regarding the use of words, because verbiage is very important when you're dealing with any form of legal activity. So, Florida v. Bostic, if they're giving you instruction absent a crime, is a show of authority stop and a Fourth Amendment violation. Somebody has horrible timing. And we're back. Yeah, somebody has horrible timing and wants to call right now. All right. Must articulate, can't give you instructions. You don't have to listen to their commands. I'm trying to keep it simple. Make sure everybody's caught up. Now, this one actually gets into the last video, which was about the stop, which I stated the stop itself was illegal. And police can stop you for any reason. And the argument became, oh, it's an administrative stop, or it's this type of stop. Well, if it's a stop of one's locomotion, it is illegal, period, absent a crime. Police can't stop your locomotion for any reason except for a crime. Even roadblocks are illegal. I literally just did one of those videos about, say about a month and a half ago, and it was actually one that was in DC, and it's Mills versus DC, and it's a 2018 case to which they deemed a roadblock is illegal except for a traffic accident. Why? Because there's damage to person or property or both, which is a crime because you have a complaining witness, you have a complainant. So can't stop your locomotion when you're on the street. They can't stop your locomotion when you're in a vehicle unless there is a crime. They must have cause. Cause only comes from a crime, which is damage to person, damage to property, which is why they have this thing called corpus delicti, which has to be present in each and every case. I say certain things because I want it to be something that gets ingrained. It's something that you'll be able to repeat once you're hearing it constantly. And that makes it easier for you to learn. And the next one, a police officer tells you to do something, it's automatically a lawful order. Again, there must be a crime in order for it to be a lawful order. That is the only time they have authority. If there is no crime, no complaining witness, there is no probable cause, there is no issue in which they can have dominion over you. So they are still the servant to the public in that capacity. And a servant cannot give orders. Okay, and the last one I'm going to do for right now is police can arrest you and take your property. Now, I did this when I talked about asset forfeiture. The great thing about this, it's only two means in which property can be taken lawfully. That's with consent, or it is part of the crime that they are investigating, such as a weapon, such as your car in a car accident, for the most part. So, in keeping with that, they must obtain a warrant for anything that you do not give consent for. And 99.9% of the time, they can't get a warrant if you don't consent because there is no crime. Because generally the arrests are done simply for revenue generation, which is one of the things that I talk about a lot as well, because the system is not designed for truth. No one cares about guilt or innocence, which is why innocence is not an option. And they only want money, which is why 95% of all cases never go before a judge or jury. That's because you want to pay. They just want money at the end of the day. And that is also why they lose 70+% of their cases that go to trial, because you have to prove things with actual evidence. So that's all I have for right now. Again, be on the lookout. The podcast will be going up probably in about an hour. And if you like to send anything, Cash App is working. Apple Pay is working. Hit your boy up. Show your love. Remember, if you want to sponsor a video, it's a hundo. So hit me up. Got any questions? Drop them in the comment section. I'll talk to you guys